Hey there, y'all, and welcome to today's Daily Down and Dirty. My name is Fairlight. Welcome to Airy Fairy Tarot. All right, y'all. So today I'm using the Crowley deck, and I realized today in another reading that, I have not studied this deck as much as I could, and so I'm not going to go into all that was revealed to me today, but it is interesting that after something was really revealed in a personal reading, then this is the deck that wanted to give the reading today. And I got this cup, the Four of Cups, and no other cards would come out until I started studying the imagery on this cup. And so, and it's interesting that it's called luxury, because that is not what I usually associate the Four of Cups with. And I've never quite understood what it meant by that. And so we're going to go into the imagery a little bit. So we've got this fountain, and by the way, I think this is the moon in Cancer, and I just want to take a little side of the next new moon is going to be in Cancer. I think it'll be the 17th. I still need to recheck my ephemeris and all that stuff, but the next new moon is going to be in Cancer, and so it's a really good time to set your intentions, do magic if you're prone to do that kind of thing, and just what's going to be emotionally fulfilling for you. And God, it's so tempting to read this Four of Cups the way I want to, but patience. And it feels like patience is a fucking part of what's in this reading today. But so we've got this fountain, and it's pouring into these two cups, and then these are pouring into these two cups. And so part of what I just received from that imagery is about allowing your cup to be filled, and then allowing your cup to be more and more filled. And there is a patience about it. And in some ways it feels like you need to re-nurture yourself, or just nurture yourself in general. Nurture and nourish yourself right now. And then it's like, I just want to say fuck the presentation. Although, I dulled up. I might go out for a little bit tonight. But it's presentation, but then behind it, it's sitting on this whole vast ocean. So it's like, maybe rethink your container or something like that. It's like maybe expand yourself. Don't be so well put together or something like that. And so I'll go into normally the Four of Cups, it can be a couple of different things. Sometimes it can be, gratitude, maybe being thankful for what you had or have, being grateful for what you do have, being grateful that you have a container or whatever, and not looking beyond it and saying it's not good enough. But usually with the Four of Cups, I say, don't fucking settle. If just because somebody's offering something to you, if it's not what you want, don't settle. Be grateful that you are manifesting things, but you can be clear and say, that's not quite what I want. Sometimes you can accept it and say, hopefully this will move more towards what I want. But sometimes you'll accept it and you've settled for less, and then you've got to start over anyway. So anyway, I'm kind of going off course, but whatever. I guess all of these things are food for thought today. But then it's just forget the fucking cups and dive into the ocean. Whatever you want to do. I don't know. And so I'll go on with that. It feels like there's something, especially because it's called luxury. There's just some sort of superficiality I feel with this card. And it's like, don't worry so much about your presentation, maybe, and it kind of looks like it's sort of a love kind of reading, or it doesn't even have to be love, but it is about getting yourself out there. And so then we've got the Knight of Wands reversed with the Hierophant reversed, and also the Hermit reversed. So I do feel like with this Hermit reversed, it is kind of saying, if you've been isolating or whatever lately, maybe start seeking yourself. He's peeking through the wheat here, and there's this whole egg wrapped in a snake. And so it's like maybe you're feeling a little randy or something, so you want to look and see what's out there. So, don't be afraid to come out of hiding. Stop isolating and maybe go make some friends, But at the same time, don't go rushing in all hot and heavy and be like, okay, you're the one. We're getting married. It's like, hold back a little bit. So that even in itself kind of goes about, maybe have a little bit of a front, have a little bit of presentation. Maybe don't go diving right into that ocean. At the same time, the way I was kind of taking it is, don't just take the first bozo that comes along, because, maybe it's not somebody who is prepared for your ocean. So it's just, be selective, be patient, hold back a little bit, come out of isolation, dip a toe in the water, whatever, have a little fun, but be a little bit more reserved. Just take your time, love yourself, value yourself. And I guess we can end it on this Queen of Pentacles reversed. I wish she was upright, but I feel like in line with this, when you go diving all in right away, it kind of shows you don't really value yourself. You're so desperate for somebody to value you and to dive into your ocean. And like I said, you're probably just feeling kind of randy, and whatever you got to do. I'm not going to preach about that. I kind of feel like, our vessels are sacred. And so you might want to wait for someone sacred enough for all that. But, whatever you got to do. But just, make sure you're valuing yourself. Don't just jump into things because, and I could go on and on, but it's already been long enough. So just, love yourself, value yourself, maybe put your best foot forward, but don't forget that you are a vast fucking ocean, and don't settle for shit. Have fun, have a good time. Don't you settle for shit. You take your time. You are worth it. You are worth the investment. All right, that's all I've got today. Peace and love until next time.